What's going on, guys? It's Brian coming to you from the TST Industries garage, and today we're going to do a less than typical video. It's not going to be an installation video, not going to be a product feature per se. This is more just a personal experience that I have had recently with some of the products that we sell. If you follow us on YouTube or social media, you may know that I race alongside with some of our fellow racers. We all do compete in the CCS Southeast Racing Series, that is motorcycle road racing. And unfortunately, as fun as it is, you do have some interesting events that occur, namely some crashes. I experienced one at our most recent round, which was in Roebling. That is a track in Georgia. It was my third race of the day, and I was trying to push a little bit to keep up with Gabe. Gabe was out in front of me. He had been out in front of me the race before, and I really wanted to try and get up there and fight with him. But I gave it a little bit too much, coming through a left-handed corner, left-hander 3 at Roebling, and then coming into 4, a right-hander. It's kind of a slower corner. I came in a little bit too quick, stayed on the brakes a little bit too long, and as I tried to turn in, the front end just kind of washed away from me. As you can see, I made it out pretty all right, thanks to my gear. I do ride with an air vest. I do believe helped me, but that is not what I want to focus on in this video. I do want to talk about my bike, actually. As you can see, it's very dirty, but mostly in the shape that it was in when I brought it to the track. It is a race bike, so it's not the prettiest looking thing, but it is still functional, and that is totally thanks to the crash protection kit that I had mounted on it before I had started racing. I hadn't had to use it for my entire amateur season, but I have put it to the test now that I have moved up to expert. Let's take a little bit of a closer look, and I want to talk a little bit about why I really think that this is something that everyone should have on their motorcycle. So if we see, I did put the total protection pack that TST sells on this bike before I started racing. So that does have that front slider, a frame slider, and then a rear axle slider back here. But the two components that I really put to the test this weekend in this low side, the right-handed low side, were these two components here. So that's going to be my frame slider and then my case cover. So the frame slider, as you can see, it's a Delrin component mounted to an aluminum one with a bolt that goes straight through the frame into the engine, a very solid mounting point and a very solid point for some crash protection to be. You'll also see here this case cover, stator cover, however you want to say it. This is actually the timing area. So this just kind of threads in place of that original timing cap that Honda provides. I really think that if I had not had both of these crash protection components on this bike, it would be in a lot worse shape. These fairings would be mangled. This clip-on would have taken a much larger hit. This rear set probably would have been broken as opposed to just shaved down like it is. You see here, this frame slider was the first thing to make contact, probably around there when I was still almost turning, but it started to slide. And then here, where it kind of leveled off and continued to scrape. But you'll see here, and this is the key point, this case cover actually ground down right there and kept these two components, kept this case away from the ground enough so that I did not grind into any of this case at all. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience, but having to replace these cases is 1, not fun at all, and 2, very expensive. So again, a huge thanks to womet-tech and TST for having provided these components and kept my bike safe. These repairs could have been very costly had I had to have replaced that. Maybe my rear set, like I said, my clip-on could be in a lot worse shape. It's not even bent, it just kind of moved out of the way. And that is all thanks to the fact that I had those separate Delrin contact points for when I did low side. If you guys want some more info about these products, please check out our website at tstindustries.com. If you want to see more videos regarding these, we have a lot of installation videos of our crash protection components, our protective kits. We have a total protection pack for many bikes. Do check that out on our website, and definitely check out our YouTube channel if you want to see more videos regarding these womet-tech frame sliders. I'll catch you guys next time. It's been Brian at TST.